Thank you again for joining me today. I sincerely hope that these diatribes and single person dialogues is helpful for you, maybe as a reference, hopefully not as entertainment, but maybe as something that you can use that is applicable on your journey. Obviously am sharing with you my perspectives, my observations, and what I'm communicating to myself and sharing with you. But I don't mean to distract or disappoint you with not getting the latest and greatest answers to the problems of the world. But hopefully my examples are somewhat connected to yours in a strange but yet connected way. That is, we are more common than we are different. So I hope that at least in these 500 seconds for today, it helps you and does not ever hurt you. Today's topic is called head shrinker or heart expander. For some key points for reference: ego or love, fit or fat, supple or static, courage or vanity, or courage versus arrogance. Yes, I'm still talking about resilience again today. But also for today, we're talking about therapy. Therapy. I never ever wanted to consider or choose the route of therapy. I did not understand the need or wanting to pay someone to tell me about myself. For example, no, you could never probably know me as a podcaster or author or combat veteran, corporate or otherwise employee or entrepreneur or musician. Nor will I ever know more about you. But also, full disclosure, I probably won't know more about me to relate to you other than what I've written and what I've presented to you in these episodes. Somehow I've retained this mysterious persona or judgment and then transfer that mentality into my own idea about being able to heal myself and by not engaging a therapist. But adding a little adding a little levity to this conversation, like I've heard they do at the AA meetings, let me say this. Hello, this is Ming. I'm in therapy. Yes, as I have expressed in other episodes in the 820 Enterprise, while I desire to self-discover what drives me, I've also mentioned to you that this vessel on this journey called me, I am not the pilot. I'm only the co-pilot. But when I use a bit of twisted, non-linear logic resistance to the real pilot of the master of this journey, when I get the opportunity to take control of the wheel or the other part of this craft called me moving forward in this journey, I do fall asleep at the wheel sometimes, and maybe I get tired and need a break. So maybe again, in that twisted way of analysis or logic from me, I have come to a new conclusion and perspective that I probably should engage some counsel with a therapist. As of last week, I have done just that. Also, last week, I was speaking to a coworker and colleague, and she shared with me her journey into the world of therapy. And without getting into any details, I was happy to get that perspective from her on a topic I didn't have any interest in talking about. But when she was saying to me about her journey and her entry into therapy, she was talking about a head shrinker or a psychologist, a psychiatrist. But when she said head shrinker, that spoke right away to me as that means a therapist. And that's why I chose the title for this episode, Head Shrinker or Heart Expander. And that goes along with my intent in these podcasts, and also to further introduce you to the book, Resilience, The Beauty of Presence, Process Models for Life. I hadn't thought about shrinking my head to fit in this stuff about resilience, but I sincerely want to expand our collective hearts to accept this concept about personal self-discovery of resilience, and to share the concept of how more we are alike and we are all derived from that key essence, that spark of inspiration called love. The best parts of us individually and collectively is at the heart level. That heartbeat, the light, the spark of life that had brought us here at our respective yet connected inceptions. This idea, however, and commitment to therapy is a brand new venture and adventure for me. So you might call a therapist a psychologist or a psychiatrist or head shrinker. But how about this? When you put that term head in quotation marks, perhaps that context is necessary, because that's where someone may say, for example, my head is too big. That physically, as the head physically may expand, but also mentally and actually the ego grows in that head. The level of ego and level of fear grows into that thing called vanity and arrogance. When that arrogance and vanity surpasses the courage, well, that totally jacks up my proposed equation for sustained resilience. The ratio of true sustainable resilience comes from when we apply more courage than arrogance under every condition. So maybe shrinking the ego, shrinking the fear, increasing the heart space can provide you with the best option for resilience. Of course, you cannot physically increase the capacity of your heart, but maybe identifying, accepting, and embracing the essence that is common yet unique to each and every one of us can expand our awareness. Maybe therapy can minimize or reduce the size of my ego and fear, and then expand my heart further into what drives me. And I hope that example today helps you to drive you also. Thanks again. Stay present. Stay current. It is always 8:20.